So, let's talk about the two parts that we're doing today. Okay? The first thing that we did is we had the, what was the brown stuff in the Buchner funnel? Copper 2 oxide, CuO. And what did we add to that? H2SO4. Okay? So we need to know what reacted here, right? Okay? So we should be able to complete that equation. What type of reaction is this going to be? A double replacement, okay? And so you should be able to kind of be positive with a negative, positive with a negative. Now, which one was excess?
H2SO4.
H2SO4. So in the end, you're going to have this along with your products down in your flask, right? So now we added zinc. What's the purpose of adding the zinc?
To switch with the copper.
In which compound?
CuSO4.
CuSO4, because that's the product that's being made over here. That's the blue solution, is the CuSO4. Now, I don't like to give too much away. So we should be able to do that. What are any gases going to be produced in this one?
Yes.
In zinc plus copper sulfate.
Felt like there was.
Well, exactly. We observed that there is, but from this reaction, are there going to be any gases produced?
No.
No. What's the only two things we're going to get?
Zinc sulfate.
Copper and the zinc sulfate. So the red that you're starting to see forming is the copper. Now the blue color is due to this. This is blue. So that's going to be our indication. Just we're going to do visual. When all the blue is gone, then we got all our penny back. Now the problem is we're going to have excess of this. But what else? What else is what's making the bubbles?
Reacting with the air.
No.
The sulfuric acid.
Always, 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 always remember the excess. So what's the reaction that's producing a gas?
Zinc and sulfuric acid.
Zinc plus sulfuric acid, the excess. Oh, the excess. Okay? And I'm not gonna, we'll just say it, I'm not gonna write it down. What are you gonna get? What type of reaction is this one? Single replacement, what are we gonna get?
Hydrogen and zinc sulfate.
Zinc sulfate, which is colorless. Zinc compounds, remember, are colorless. And hydrogen gas, the bubbles. Okay? So we got two reactions again taking place at the same time because of the, not the excess of that one, sorry. It's the excess of that one. That's real clear. Okay? So when you're going through and doing your pictures and trying to remember and everything that's going on, we got to think about all these different reactions. What are the products and what excess reactants are there? And include those. Now you never have to include the water. You never have to include the water. Okay? Now, for the sake of the virtual kids that I didn't video yesterday, let's quickly review what did we do. The very first step, okay, was copper solid, our penny. We added nitric acid to it. And we ended up making copper 2 nitrate. This equation's given. Plus, what was the reddish brown gas? It's getting tired.
Yeah.
NO2 gas. And we made some water. Okay? Now it's probably not balanced. If I put a 2 there, I think I need a 4 somewhere. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, in front of the H&O3.
Yeah, 4 here.
And then 2 in front of the
2 and 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that was the first reaction. So after we did that in the beaker, in the hood, what did we say was left in the beaker? What was left?
Copper,
This
And nitric acid.
and the excess amount of this, because we always have to remember the excess. So then in step B, part B, what did we do?
Added
added sodium hydroxide.
Okay, and we got that reaction, but there was a second reaction that was taking place. What did we have? We had to test it with litmus paper, the red to turn blue, to ensure what?
There's no nitric acid.
No more HNO3, so we have a secondary reaction, HNO3 plus NaOH, to make those. So my final products are gonna be
Sodium nitrate.
sodium nitrate,
Copper hydroxide.
copper 2 hydroxide, which is the blue, pale blue solid. What are we gonna get from down here?
sodium nitrate.
Some more sodium nitrate
And water.
and some water. And again, you never have to include the water when I say what's in the beaker. We always assume there's water. Okay? Plus what else?
NaOH.
Excess NaOH. Because we always remember, we're not, this is qualitative, we're just dumping in, we're just making sure we have enough. Okay? So then, we heated it up, but what's the only thing that reacted when we heated it up? Okay, what did we make?
Copper 2 oxide.
CuO, the brown solid. What would be my other product?
Hydrogen.
OH is always gonna come together probably to make water. Notice you got two H's, you got two O's. We used one O. That leaves H2O left over. Metallic hydroxides, when heated, decompose into metallic oxide and water. Hydroxides tend to decompose into water and the oxide. Okay? So, but you gotta realize that all the sodium nitrates and excess NaOH, everything's still floating around in there, but we heated it up and did this, so when you filtered it, all this other aqueous spectator ions went through. So we just gotta keep track of that. Okay? And then this is where we picked up today, which we just talked about. So the goal of this is just to keep track of, okay, not only do we want to practice writing and balance equations, okay, well, I want you to take what you're seeing and relate it to the equation. And make it more than just, put the two things of observation and knowledge, put those two things together. Okay? All right.